close before. All right, guys, we're gonna keep this going on. This next guy coming up is a good friend of mine. We've worked together many, many times. Absolutely hilarious. Ladies and gentlemen, go crazy for Mr. Kwasi Thomas.
Keep it going, guys. Ready to ride. Let's feel it. Hello, visible majority. Just get that shit out the way. I was misinformed. Honestly, I only came here to find 5 other black guys to fuck the shit out of Justin's girlfriend. I'll take a fucking Filipino at this point. We got a window. Thanks for coming out, man. Crazy couple of weeks in the news. Crazy fucking, like, and I'm like you guys, I kind of half watch the news, right? Like, I watch the news like it's a fucking soap opera, right? Like, every time Trump does something crazy, I'm just like, oh, you son of a bitch. Didn't see that shit coming. I'll tune in on Monday to find out what the actual fallout is. But a couple of weeks back, the White House had to remind us through Twitter that Donald Trump, this is an actual tweet, like a press release, but Donald Trump doesn't condone KKK, white supremacy, and nephew Nazis. Do you guys catch that at all? It was this tweet that came out and then they cut it right away and it's like, the shit auto-corrected. If you're not following me so far, it auto-corrected from neo-Nazi to nephew Nazis. As if what the White House is putting out on purpose isn't fucked up enough. Now we gotta deal with typos? Now we gotta deal with shit the White House didn't mean to say? Like, international relationships are an all-time go fuck yourself. We're at a place right now where a typo might start a war, you guys. Imagine for a second the White House meant to tweet out, we don't believe in the mentality of pitchforks and triggers. Autocorrect has a field day with that and they just send out, if you ask me, Kim Jong-un is a bitch-ass nigga. That might be a fucking problem. That might be the end of days, man. Now, as Canadians, we have this vibe that we're not involved, right? Oh, it's Canada, we're not involved. We gotta stop acting like we're not involved with the drama that's going on abroad, or for example, the strife going on between the US and North Korea, for example, you know? We're acting like we're not involved. Well, I got news for you jackasses. We're right smack in the middle of that shit. Geographically, anyways, right? Because you know when North Korea presses a button on that fucking nuclear missile, shit's going around the Pacific, and before it stops in California, it's gonna land in Vancouver, and maybe see some family. Catch a night market. Take a bunch of pictures on the sea bus. So we can't act like we're not involved, man. Messy time in the world. People want to bring kids into this shit. Like, honestly, to each their own. It's 2018, whatever. But I'm gonna say this right now. I do not sympathize with new parents. Like, what the fuck are you doing? What are you doing? Right? We had 5 billion potential psychopaths on the planet like a generation ago. What the fuck are you doing? Right? Now, this is gonna be this is just a thought, just a crazy thought. This is Kwasi speaking to you guys. I trust you guys with this one. But how about we cure some diseases before we keep creating people who might get them? Crazy thought. Stupid, crazy fucking thought. Right? Anyone here trying to plan a child or whatever, I know it's a tough pill to swallow, but I can think of an easier one. But I do empathize, all right? If you understand the difference, I can feel how difficult it must be to raise a kid in these days. Because not to say that parenting was ever supposed to be easy, right? Like, I don't even have the right to talk about how difficult parenting is. But we can all agree that it was probably simpler for thousands and thousands of years, because essentially, for thousands of years, parenting was just teach a kid how to farm. That's it. You learn everything you need to know about yourself. If you tried to teach me to be a farmer when I was 6, I'd be like, I'm going into politics. Fuck all of y'all. But I mean, I can just see it. I think the reason a lot of these older generations are so pissed with millennials is because all of a sudden it just switched. There doesn't seem to be a transition. Just all of a sudden, it was just this other way. I can see this poor guy sitting his son on his lap like, son, I'm gonna teach you how to milk this cow. And that kid was like, Dad, cows are on computers now. What the fuck are you talking about? You know, it's like, hey, my father was a farmer, his father was a farmer, I'm a farmer, you're gonna have a little respect. And that kid was like, okay, relax, Grandpa. To respect you is to respect genocide, homicide, suicide, pesticides, racism, sexism, fascism, classism, depression, repression, oppression, and the 50 Shades of Grey succession. So eat a bag of dicks. Like, oh my God, are you still standing there? Because I'm already a fucking hologram. My mom's been on my ass to get back to church because everything that's going on in the world, going on in the news today is practically end of days. And Johnny was kind of touching on this a little bit, but anybody else here grew up in church? Like, you were in church on a Wednesday night? Remember, anyone who grew up in church, you guys understand what I'm about to say. There's this duality to life when you're a churchgoer. And I remember that, I remember every single time I step into a church, I remember why I don't go anymore, because that shit messed me up. Because here's the thing, from Monday to Friday, you go to school, you get a regular school reason as to why we're all on the planet, right? One star bumped into another star, and yeah, here we are. Give or take a detail, right? Yeah. But then you go to church on Sunday, and they give you the story, but it's a much better fucking story, you guys. You should just go to church just to find out how they think we all got here. And like, church stories are gangster. They include human sacrifice, animal sacrifice. One of my favorite Bible stories is if you didn't want the angel of death to kill your firstborn, you had to slay a goat, take the blood from that goat, and spread it on your doorframe, and that's how the angel of death knew you were cool. And then you go back to school on Monday. And your school teacher asks you a normal school question like, hey, Kwasi, what do you think some of the ecological reasons are that Japan is being hit with so many natural disasters this year? And I'm just like, no problem, miss. I got this one. Pick me, pick me, pick me. The Japanese ain't sacrificing the right goats. They're sacrificing earthquake goats, they ain't sacrificing cyclone goats. You guys need to come to my church this Sunday because we're having a goat drive. You guys have been fucking fantastic.